Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Yomiadu. I'm the CEO of Europe Travels and Tours. And as you all know, this channel is Travel Africa with Otumba Yomiadu. If you are here to subscribe to this channel, I want you to please do so because here in this channel, I go from one place in Africa, from one country to another. In Sierra Leone, I've been touring some towns, some provinces. What I always do is to bring out the beauty of Africa to all our African brothers and sisters here in Africa and also in the diaspora outside Africa. Where I am, as we all know, I'm still in Kono district and I'm in Kono city to be precise. Koidu city. And today I'm with a perfect gentleman by my side. Very shortly, he's going to tell us his name. Then you will know the reason why we are here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's a pleasure having you.
Oh, my pleasure.
And you are most welcome to Kono District, the
Thank you, sir.
Diamond City of
The Diamond City.
Oh yes,
The
of Kono
wealth
District.
port
Yes.
of Sierra Leone.
My name is Joseph Sir Ansumana. I work for the Network Movement for Justice and Development.
Network Movement
for Justice and Development. Yes, it is a national civil society organization. And this organization was established in 1988 in Kenema District, Eastern Sierra Leone. The purpose of establishing the organization is to work towards building a just and self-reliant Sierra Leone where the marginalized and exploited are equipped with the necessary skills and knowledge to empower them to take control of their own lives.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes, we work in specific thematic areas, and which we call the strategic priorities. Strategic priority 1 is to animate citizens' empowerment, build leadership and movement to inspire positive change and to demand public institutions to work in ways that are just, accountable, and transparent.
So you're standing for justice?
Yes, we're standing for justice.
Oh,
so for that, we engage like government on policy reformation and policy implementation, and also local communities like the local councils. And also for strategic pillar 2, we strengthen civil society to effectively collaborate in representing and engaging issues of public interest, justice, and public interest, of course, justice, public interest and fairness. So what we do, we are a civil society organization, so we work with other civil society organizations to ensure that they are interested in public interest, justice, and fairness.
So that's a kind of collaboration.
Yes, collaboration and partnership with other organizations, like-minded organizations. So we support them, we organize them, and also they take lead with our, in partnership with them, we all come together to address issues. Like recently in Kono District, we submitted a press release about the earth trembling. Something happened very recently in Kono District, and so we came together and produced a press release. And as a result of that, the Ministry of Environment and also the National Mineral Resources came to see us and to understand from us what has actually happened.
Okay, sir. Sorry for cutting you short.
Okay.
I have 1 or 2 questions to ask.
Okay.
Then before we go on, this trip is made possible by a Sierra Leonean who is based in Australia. I'm talking about Mr. Brima. He's watching us right now. So kudos to him for the massive support to be here. Back to our question. Number one, who are the people you reach out to specifically? Who are the people? I know you have a campaign for justice. So who are the people you reach out to specifically?
Our target communities are the marginalized and vulnerable.
Marginalized
Yes,
communities.
and vulnerable people.
And vulnerable people.
Yes, most especially women, youth, and children.
Women, youth, and so children. Vulnerable women, youth, and children.
Yes, in communities.
So that means less privileged, also inclusive.
Exactly, the less privileged persons with disabilities. Inclusive, yes. So these are our targets in all of our vision, our mission, and core values. We seek to promote and protect the interests of citizens, especially these categories of people.
Okay.
So
now, talking about marginalized people and communities. Even in Nigeria, where I come from, we have some people in the Delta region area. They always cry about marginalization, that they are the wealth part of Nigeria, yet they are not benefiting the way they ought to benefit from the oil. Nigeria has large deposits of petroleum. So the people in the Niger Delta in Nigeria, they are always crying about marginalization. Now, this is Freetown. Which communities in Freetown are also crying of marginalization, being marginalized by the government?
I think we are talking about Kono districts.
Yes, Kono district.
Yes, Kono district. When we talk about marginalization, society has marginalized women. Women in decision making. Women are less privileged in terms of education. Women are less privileged in terms of income generation.
In Kono district.
Where women are less privileged in terms of land acquisition and control.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are some of the issues.
So what efforts do you do? Okay, like now, women who are not active in politics, they are being marginalized, by the male gender. So what efforts is your organization making?
In terms of women, we do a lot of women's empowerment programs and activities. Good. First of all, we try to organize them to appreciate themselves and the dignity that God has given them, that they have equal responsibility to participate in society.
Just like the men.
Yes, just like the men. And so we bring their minds back to their role in community and society, that they have equal responsibilities to participate. We have mobilized women in politics, women in leadership, women in governance. For the first time, because of our activism, because of our advocacy, we have got now 3 women parliamentarians.
From Kono district?
Yes, from Kono district. For the first time, we had in 2018 elections, general elections, we had the first female parliamentarian in Kono district. Now we are talking about over 20 to 30 female councillors who are in the councils taking leadership roles in Kono district, and they are also contributing meaningfully to nation building. You also realize that what we have done over the years, we try to role model some women's organizations. Now we have a women's group which we call Women in Development. Very recently, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone came and launched a building which was provided by the women through some local authorities. And so today they are proud of that. So they are using that
to the women are encouraged.
Yes, the women are encouraged.
Go into politics,
yes,
to take up leadership roles. Okay,
roles.
Beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate what your company, your organization is doing. Okay. Then what about the less privileged, people living with disabilities? Yes. You see, even in Nigeria, the truth is that most times these people are being marginalized. Most times these people are being neglected. Now, your organization, what are you doing to ensure that all these, our brothers and sisters and children living with disability, they are not neglected, they are not left behind? What is your company doing, your organization, what are you doing to make sure that they are being helped?
Um, Thank you so much. We have supported the government to develop a disability policy.
To develop it?
Yes, to develop.
So there's a policy
There
in
is
the
a
government
policy.
policy now?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
for persons with disabilities.
That's cool.
And so we help also to implement that. First of all, our organization, as I said, we, for the first time, maybe among several organizations, we have a disabled person on the board of advisors.
In this country?
I mean, in our organization.
Oh,
as
in
I
your
speak
organization.
to you, yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, a disabled person on our
Oh,
board.
as member of trustee?
Yes, as a member of trustee.
That's very
So you also realize that we have developed in two districts, Bombali district and Kono district, strategic plan, a district strategic plan for persons with disabilities. And so we have been working with these people. We have generated resources. We have linked them up with some international bodies to support them. Yeah, to support their activities.
Are they responding?
Yes, some are responding. Like in Bombali district, they have got some funding for the past 4 or 5 years from Development and Peace Canada. So they are funding them. So yes, in our programs, what we do, it is very conscious that whatever meetings or things or event we organize, they are part of it. Even the attendance list, we state.
So you encourage them to come?
Yeah, we encourage them to come consciously. It's not like mainstreaming, but whatever we do, we must make sure that they are part of it. They are contributing in our programs, even in our structures. When we build our structures, we ensure that there is a passage. Our structures are accessible. If as you go outside, you will see a space for them. So they always come to us when they are in need. We are also helping to organize them. We have SLUDI, Sierra Leone Union of Disabled Persons, that is also there. They are very active in the community. We have groups for the blind. We have some other groups, that are working.
Do you have something for the albinos?
The albinos,
because I know the albinos too, they are somehow neglected in the society.
Yeah, the albinos, we are in partnership. All of us are part of an organization which we call the National NACU, the National Coalition for Legal Empowerment. And so we are there within that space. So we meet at national level.
So you relate with them?
Yes, we relate with them to see that, to listen to their demands and also their needs as this sector that is also deprived.
Thank you very much, sir. But I will not leave your office without talking about mining.
Yes.
The reason is this: Kono district is known for that.
Yes.
And Koidu city in particular is a wealth port of Salone, according to Mr. Brima, and with what I have even seen myself. Now, your organization, you are for justice, you are for peace. Do you have any hand, or do you have anything that has to do with mining? Do you do anything on that?
Yes, we have a lot to do with mining.
In fact, just explain to us in a very simple terms.
In fact, if you call NMJD anywhere in this country, they associate us with mining. Natural resource governance.
Natural resources governance.
Yeah, so for some people, when you talk about our role in women's empowerment, our role in access to justice and some other things, so they know us for that. So we are living in a community that is really engulfed or in mining activities.
Maybe where we are. Maybe we are even sitting on some diamonds now.
Yes, as I tell you, this house, the surrounding everywhere. So we are living in this community. where majority of the people used to be miners.
Yes.
People from all over West Africa and Africa have come to look to seek wealth from the mineral resources in this district. Yes.
They come here to seek
Yes.
wealth.
So today we used to have artisanal mining. That is where is a small scale mining, and also you have now large scale mining, because
Narrow
artisanal,
land scale.
yes, that is by mining
medium
companies,
or big
mining
one?
companies, yes.
Okay.
Because artisanal mining has become very intensive and people are not getting, so people are shifting from mining to agriculture. But now we have big mining companies around. As I tell you, in Kono district, there are 5 of them.
5
And
mining
almost
companies.
all of them are doing underground mining. And so in the process of mining, the community is destroyed, is devastated. The land is destroyed. The natural resources you see around the rivers, the mountains, the forests have been destroyed
because of these natural resources.
Yes.
So what are we going to do?
Because of the mining company. First of all,
are they polluting the environment?
Let me learn. So in the artisanal mining areas before this time, people mine illicitly, and then it was out of control, but government has put some policies in place.
So stop them.
Yes, to stop illegal mining, illicit mining.
Yes.
And there are certain laws that when you mine, you replace the mine outland. Okay.
When you mine,
you fill back.
What?
You fill back
with the earth.
Yes, you cover it back so that it
why?
can be suitable for agricultural purposes.
But what if there are other deposits of diamond and gold inside?
No, when they mine, they remove everything. They remove the earth
and they'll be sure that they have removed everything.
Yes. So, but even there, some people will come back to mine the same area. So, which makes it very difficult. But for the mining areas, my focus is on large-scale mining.
Yes.
We have a number of them. And then, yes. So what happens when the government takes this piece of land and give it to the people without prior and informed knowledge of the communities? So this is what has been happening. It is only of late that government has revised that the people have to be informed. But this is how. So when the mining companies come, they will give all promises. We'll give you better housing. We'll give you good roads. We'll give scholarship. We'll make your lives better. But what is happening today is the opposite. If you go for the nearest, which is within the heart of the town, you will see the artificial mountain. Artificial mountain.
What do you mean by
artificial mountain? When they started
after
mining,
removing the
when they remove the mine,
they fill it back.
No, they don't fill it back. When they dig for before the kimberlite mining, they used to do open cast mining, and so when they blast, they remove the earth and throw it somewhere. So this has formed a mountain along the city, as you can see the mountain. So this is one of it. Secondly, people are removed from the land which they have occupied for over hundreds of years. They are taken to some other places in terms of in the name of relocation.
But that one, I think it's not bad. Do you think it's bad?
It is really very serious.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Okay.
In Nigeria, there is a very popular place known as Oniru. Oniru is in Lagos. It's in Victoria Island. There is a place called Oniru Estate. Sir, if you don't have billions, you can't buy land there. Then they have a small community there. The place of their ancestors. I visited there many, many years ago. I now went back in 2003 or 4. They have transformed the place.
To better community?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
because as Lagos was developing,
yes,
as Victoria Island was developing, they needed that space for companies. But what they did was all the shrines in those days, they repackaged it. They don't want to tamper with their ancestors. They repackaged it. They now all the inhabitants of that village that time, the government built, I think, 2 or 3 bedroom flats for all of them. They all live in an estate. I visited there myself. I drove around there. I drove around. Okay. So that's what they did. The other part, they sold it out to companies because when Lagos was developing, they needed more space for investors. They sold it out. So people bought it. So, like here now, if they discover that there are
in Corner District, it is the opposite that is happening. It is the opposite that is happening. So when the companies come,
so they can't just move them to one side so that they can mine on the other side.
No, they are moving them to on one side, from one side.
Then the government should build for them.
Yes, people they are not happy about the compensation that's been given to crop compensation that was given to them. People have lost their lands. If, for example, somebody had a story building like this, they will relocate that person to some other place. If that person had glass windows, steel doors, something is a window, wooden door that will be given.
Yeah.
A place that has no electricity, no pure drinking water, no other facilities, amenities. The people have been relocated. They have to move a long distance from there to go to the market. So it is really impoverishing the lives of the people. It's really impoverishing the lives of the people. And so that is why we as an institution, we have supported, we are funding a community-based organization we call MAPO to take one of the companies to court. Now currently, they are in court. They are in a court of appeal in Sierra Leone.
And it's a foreign company.
Yes, it's a foreign company.
They should be able to do something for our people.
Yeah, they should be able to do something for our people. But if you go to the communities, you see the land is devastated. The people are living in abject poverty. The land that they used to have to build their houses, when they relocated them, they have very tiny place, no backyard gardening. And so people's lives are miserable. So this is the type of situation we are living. And so this case I'm talking to you about has been in court for the nearly 6 years.
6 years?
Yes, nearly 6 years. So we have been struggling.
Justice is delayed.
Yes, justice is delayed. There were times when documents were missing in court, but we would try to do everything to get them. And so there was a time, the last judgment as a high court in McKinney ruled against the people. The thing is that the communities are saying that they have the right to take the court to the company to court when they are aggrieved, when they are not satisfied. And so the defendant lawyer for the company is saying these people should, have no right to take them to court because the paramount chiefs and the chiefdom authorities are representing them. So this is the argument in court. So we appeal for an appeal to the appeal court. And so the court granted MAPO, the marginalized affected property owners, to take their case to the appeal court. Now, the appeal court has listened to listened to all the oral submissions and the written submissions, and has got the written submissions, so we are awaiting judgment. Okay. So this is what is happening. But
you will be favored because.
So I hope we'll be favored.
Yes,
because
we want justice for our people.
Yes, we want justice for our people.
As we were explaining, I was just thinking of something. Let's say my father has a story building here, and not knowing that under the story building we have diamonds, we have gold, we have everything. We are just living there. Now, if a mining company now comes and they use their gadget to discover that there are mines under, that there are diamonds under. Okay, if they had not come, we would not know. We wouldn't know. Maybe the thing is on thousands of feet down our own building, so we will not know. So that means they are coming as exposed us to something. Now, if the mining company wants to buy our house so that they can access what is inside, okay, it is good, but they're supposed to compensate us. That
Yes.
is fairness. They're supposed to compensate us. And when I say compensate, not just giving us something to survive with. So because what they will reap from there may last them for 100 years. So they're supposed to give us something to sustain us while they will have access to the diamond and to the gold.
Yes, we have a law, we have a policy, the Mines and Minerals Act, that says that if you own a land, whatever is underneath the land belongs to the government.
Oh, really?
Yes, belongs to the state. So you own a piece
the
of
owner
land.
of the land.
Yes, you own a land, but whatever is under 6 feet
for the
within,
government.
yes, belongs to the state. And so when minings or natural resource, something is discovered, not only diamonds. It could be gold or silver or bauxite and whatever. Yes. So government has the responsibility to mine that piece of land, but
So what happened to our house?
Adequate compensation. For that, yes, adequate compensation. But what is happening today is that compensation for the people has not been adequate. In fact, people's right to land is not even respected. The shrines are not respected. So even, they are not even, they have no prior knowledge. Before this time, people will come and ask people to leave. This place does not belong to you. People are underprivileged, people are less privileged. People do not even have, the space to take their issues, complain to the government, ministries department. If you go to Freetown, you stay there for the rest of your life. Nobody will talk to you these times. And so they come through the local chiefs and do all the arrangements. And so they bring the local chiefs closer to them. Sometimes they receive more money against their own people. So their power to talk on behalf of the people is very, very limited, because they are also afraid of government. Government can influence their dismissal or can do anything to see that if somebody is not a chief, for example, is not doing well, is not not in the good books of government, anything can happen. So these are the things that people are living in real, desperate situation for justice. In this community, like the case now we have, it could be influenced. Nobody knows.
Well, anyway,
but we think that the result, the outcome of this will be very positive.
Yes, I pray the outcome of it comes out positive. But in my own little way or contribution, because I don't know, somebody might be working in the presidency, or the person might be hearing us now, or let me say the mining company. Because if I have one or two names, I will tag this video for them to hear it, to watch it. Now, what I want them, or what I think, what is ideal to me, very simple things. I will request for 3 things from the mining company. Now, this has nothing to do with the government. I'm addressing the mining company directly. One, maybe they will come together, or an individual mining company might decide to spearhead what I want to say. Number one, let there be a good standard school that this mining company should have in Koidu district or Koidu city. That's number one. Let them have good school, sponsored, powered by the mining company. That's one, my advice. My second advice, let there be a good hospital that will be for men, women, and children, especially women and children. This mining company, because they are making a lot of money from here, I expect them, or my second advice is for them to build something, a good hospital that we can say, yes, this place is beautiful. Even if it is one, let them make it big to help the people in the community. Because how are they going to give back to the community where they are making a lot of billions and billions of dollars. So that is my second advice. And my third advice is this: let this mining company build a vocational school for our youth. Vocational school, because it is good to have handwork. Some of us have gone to school, blah, 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 but we didn't learn any handwork. And tides are changing, things are changing. Let these mining companies build a well-equipped vocational school. Let our youth from here, let them learn barbing, let them learn, I don't know, maybe mining, let them learn bricklaying, let them learn electrical house wiring, let them learn something like that. Give them certificates, let them go and practice. So that is my advice to these mining companies.
So, yeah, I hope you will have time to reach out to them and inform them about this. That is one thing, doing it separately, but we also think they can complement government's efforts. Yeah. Government has been struggling with a university, science and technology.
Yes, I heard about it.
You may have heard about it.
Yes.
If these companies around can support the infrastructure and the rest of it, I think that would be perfect. There are institutions, health facilities, like we have today, the referral center, the Koidu Government Hospital. Now is being assisted by
the
PIH.
What's PIH?
PIH is Partners in Health. Partners in Health is partnering with government to see that the place is become a standard
the
hospital.
Mining companies, what are they doing? Do they have any
standard
hospital? They need to.
You know,
they need to help our people.
Even where they were working, we had some health facilities, clinics, but this place have been relocated.
Our people are not accessible.
They are not accessible, and they have within the company there is a health facility to work for workers.
I don't have anything against the mining company. But my own is let them do the needful in this society.
You are also talking about
last night I was just joking.
Vocation and technical institutions.
Yes.
These have been established.
Oh,
you see, so but not by them. I'm wondering whether they are.
No, they have to do their own. That's what I'm agitating for now.
So that would be great, and
they have to do theirs,
and the civil society will support to see that
they have to do theirs.
That is done.
Jokingly, last night I was saying it. I said, Koidu City should be like Paris in France, because the billions and billions or millions of dollars they are making here, at least even if it is 5% that is coming to Koidu alone. This place, they're supposed to pave the road in gold.
Have you seen the roads? You go to the community, the nearest mining company, Koidu Limited, the environment, you see, you'll be surprised that this is a mining company that is operating within a city. You go to Meya Mining Company, you'll be surprised to see the kind of devastation that is happening all around. Environmental and
in fact, I don't even have anything to say to the government.
So
the government, they know what to do. But these mining companies, they should do something. The names that I will have, I will tag this video to their names so that they can watch it themselves. They need to do something to help this community. They should be giving our children scholarship. They should be doing that.
They started with scholarships. They have been giving scholarships.
Oh, that's fine.
To say that. But that one, normally it used to be based in Kono district, helping students from Kono, those in universities, and everybody was happy. But now it has been relocated to Freetown instead of Kono. So the resources for the scholarships goes to Freetown, and the decision is taken who receives it from there. So we are very much concerned that this scholarship for the Kono people comes back. And the majority of us,
if they want to take it down to Freetown, or as they have taken it down, if they don't want to bring it down, but back to here, to Kono, I don't have a problem with that. Maybe there's some government hand in it. I don't have a problem with that. But let them do something that they can't remove from here to Freetown. For instance, if they have an hospital, well-equipped hospital here, they can't carry that hospital. They will not be able to carry that hospital from Koidu to Freetown. No. Let them have a school. Let them have vocational school. And it's something concrete that will be here.
Yes.
Well,
all of the mining companies can do that.
They should be able to.
They can have joint accounts where this can be facilitated.
Then they work together with the chiefs.
The chiefs. They work together with the chiefs, the councils,
civil
society, and they get it done. So I think it is something that is doable.
Yeah. I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. Mr. Ansu, right?
Yes, Ansumana.
Ansumana.
Yes.
Ansumana. Thank you. I am happy coming to your office. You have a very good office. And I want to say kudos to you. And I want to also say that continue the good job that you have started. And I pray God will back you up.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for watching this session. Myself and Mr. Ansumana. Your comments. I want you, give likes to this video. Then I want you to write comments. Your comments that I will not be able to answer, Mr. Ansumana is going to answer your comment because he will also see by the time the video is out. So it is on this point, I will call it a day from here. I remain ever sincerely yours, Yomi Adu. Keep watching Travel Africa with Otumba Yomi Adu.